Hey, good evening. I don't know. Today was kind of a beautiful, challenging day, and I'm here in Borrega Springs still, and this one is titled "Searching for Reassurance." When the coyote crossed the road ahead of me, I immediately thought of Ava. She works in the Radiant Desert in Yucca. It's an oil store, essential oils, where I went to buy my friend a special oil. And I met Ava at the High Desert Storytelling event when I first arrived. In her story, she got kicked out of her apartment in Boulder and was on the road when a wolf crossed her path. And she said, "I'm not telling you because it had some significant meaning. I'm just sharing the experience because it happened." And that's kind of how I felt. Just watched the coyote cross the road, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then I kind of realized I was outnumbered, and I started to have a different perspective. Now, I don't know how this conversation started with Eva, but since I arrived late and didn't have a seat, I took a bench to the side. During intermission, I inadvertently sat on the bench closer to the stage. Before noticing the angle, I set my glass of red wine down next to me and watched it slide down the angle. Miraculously, not a drop spilled on me or the notes of one of the performers. Ava was sitting right next to me. She looked up, and somehow I started venting about the unfortunate events of my day, and how only after I drifted off during the last performance did I feel better. "Are you sure you're not just tired?" she asked. I felt like I was a child, and an adult just helped me realize the obvious. I laughed and took a more relaxed breath. I haven't heard from Monet in what feels like forever. Another coyote yips and hollers, another replies from nearer to me. Yesterday morning at 9:12, she texted, "Happy Monday. Being away with you sounds like such a great time. I hope you slept well last night. The air was so clean and refreshing during my morning run. I just finished stretching and I'm on my way to work right now. I hope your day is off to a good start." I remember her telling me she doesn't get reception at her place, yet it's still so hard to wait. We have a tentative date set for Saturday, but it seems so far away. I just met her for the first time in person on Friday, but it feels like we've known each other for years. I don't know why. 3 weeks ago, I sent her a message on Hinge. We talked on the phone a couple of times, and we've been texting regularly. I love it when she calls me names like Sunshine or Hun, and it really did slay me when she reached up and held my arm. I'm trying to remember and believe that love is possible. I usually don't. I mostly believe this can't work. Last night, since I didn't hear back from her, I reached out to other women I know. Insurance. Sent messages to a few new prospects. I get scared that this is a mirage, that she has someone else. She won't like me once she finds out I have cancer, or I'll change my feelings as soon as she opens up to me and real intimacy begins. So I reached out to Destiny. I thought she was coming back today. She's staying in Vegas for another couple weeks for a follow-up medical procedure. I haven't met her, just phone conversations with the one real person I met on Tinder. "It's been a roller coaster for me," she says. "One minute I feel okay, the next I'm in pain, but I'm going to stay positive and I know I'll be just fine." A chorus of coyotes erupts from the opposite side of the house. My pour-over coffee in my dad mug is at a perfect temperature and it goes down so smooth. I tell her, "A few years back I didn't know if I'd see today, and now my life is so rich because of that experience. Every moment with my loved ones is so sacred. I believe in you, Destiny." I stare out the window for a moment into the darkness, longing for the sunrise, like my hunger for both Destiny and Monet. The soft light behind the Anza Borrega Mountains gives me hope. Thank you for believing in me. I'm glad you made it and are here today. My first name is Brilisha. Last name is Destiny. I almost tear up, even though I've never met her, and honestly, I don't quite believe I will. I go back to Monet's messages, searching for reassurance. "I had such a good time," she says in the message. "That game was a great idea. I hope to hang out with you again soon." Heart emoji. "You're incredibly attractive, tall, and your eye contact makes me feel truly seen and in the moment." I love her already, and I'm not foolish I'm not too foolish to know that I've felt this way 1,000 times. Thank you. Good night, friends, loved ones. I love you guys. Take care, be safe. We're all in this together.